Hey guys, welcome to week 5. Hope you're doing okay. This is basically a chapter we went over that goes over temporary accounts. And so chapter 5 was transactions affecting revenue, expenses, and withdrawals. The REWs is what I call them, REW, revenues, expenses, withdrawals. Um, those are the accounts that basically are temporary. In other words, we only use them for one term of the accounting period. If you recall, most companies will report on a quarterly basis. And so based on how your company did, right now a lot of companies every single quarter, that's 3 months, so 4 times a year on those quarters, they report how well they did in their revenues, how well they did in their expenses, and then also if you're the owner, you want to look at how many draws or withdrawals you took from your company. Um, the permanent accounts, the assets, the liabilities, what you owe is just not going to go away just because the quarter ended. The assets that you own, those are called permanent because if you're using a delivery vehicle, for instance, it just doesn't go away. You're going to have to add that asset and take it out when you actually sell it or depreciate it. And then your owner's equity, and that stays permanent as well. All of these REWs, the revenues, expenses, withdrawals, if you remember, at the end of the term, each term we zero them out. And so they go to zero and they go into owner's equity. So revenue, if you recall, if you made a lot of money, your owner's equity or your ownership of that company, if it's your company, it means your owner's equity goes up if you made more money. Now, if you had a ton of expenses draw that down. So your owner's equity is going to go down by the amount of the expenses. After you look at how the revenue, whatever's left over, it's either going to help your owner's equity, it's going to hurt it. The other piece of that is if you took a ton of withdrawals or draws out of your company, it is also going to draw down your equity. And so each of those, at the end of the accounting period, if you recall, that's when you zero them out so you can start the next one. When we look at quarter 1 of last year, LY 2019 versus this year, current year, 2020, for January, February, and March, if you look at those numbers, if you're the manager or you're somebody that's paid on commissions or paid on your bonus based on how well you did, you'll look at those 2 quarters and say, hey, you know what? I took over this year. The other guy, I can tell you we went up 10% from then. That's also as an investor. If you're investing in a company, you can also look at their numbers and you can find out how did they do this quarter versus last quarter. For a lot of companies right now, of course, we're looking at a lot of companies affected pretty hard by the coronavirus, by the pandemic. This quarter versus last quarter, it's hurting. If you look at car sales as an example, they are way off. Used cars right now on the market, they're 10 to 11% lower than they normally would be, and they can track all that. And they're probably going to go a lot lower. So it's interesting kind of watching this stuff as an investor, as a business manager, to make the decisions that you need to make going into the future. So anyway, as you guys tackle this chapter, look on the next page or through the slides, and you're going to see the real world applications that were in there. What I put in there, there's 5 different ones that you can select from. I want you to do 3 of those 5 and just nuke the other 2 and just submit them in Google Classroom. The doc on there, you will answer on the doc, trying to make this as simple as possible. So when you get the doc open, look at the ones you want to do, the ones that are just like not so much. Nuke them, get rid of them, erase them, and then just submit what you got by Friday, and I will get that graded in, and you're done. So hopefully it's pretty stupid simple, be an easy thing for you guys to knock out. So anyway, other than that, I want you guys to make sure you're getting some time outside and with your families. hopefully everything is going okay for you. If you have any questions on this or need any help with anything, reach out, let me know. And till next time, you guys take care. Talk to you later.